Hey, what's going on, everybody? Painblade back here again from Server 1, representing ISC and Tribes Lab, and we're doing a live feed today, guys, with ISC versus Deidara's Akatsuki group. Just so you guys are aware, this is going to be going on for a little bit of time. I'm going to be showing you not only my numbers, but the numbers from our alliance and how the rest of our group is doing, plus what people are using in our alliance. So hopefully it helps you guys out in terms of setting up your own groups. Plus, we'll kind of see where we're at the end of it all. I'll post the results for the entire alliance in Discord, the main Discord if you're on there usually, and I also send it off to the top alliances just to kind of see where we're all in terms of comparisons. Just so everyone's aware, I believe ISC is ahead of everybody right now. The only group I think that's very close at the moment might be Clover and Mythic. I think Mythic might be the closest, but we're all working together to set up the proper groups and to set up the proper teams to get this event down. Now, as you can see here, we've done quite a bit of damage here, but it's only reached 10%. So, as I've been saying from the get-go, this Alliance team battle is meant to spill over to the new level cap where we can get a lot stronger. So, don't worry, guys. Don't fret. If you get even 5%, that's still an accomplishment. The main goal here is get your SRs down, break those link bonuses up, and then jump into the URs. And the first one we recommend fighting is Deidara, of course. So, just so you guys can see where our battle phase is at, I'm going to just show you here real quick. In terms of our tools, as you can see here, the vote is pretty strongly on Deidara. We're probably going to do Itachi next, to be honest, just because Pain has an insane pool of HP, and we don't want to deal with that right now. We don't think we'll have enough time to finish it, so we're going to try Itachi next. So I will show that as well, too, if I have the chance to. If not, I will show you results either way. But here you are. This is kind of where we settled. So we settled with Attack Shinobi first. Of course, you want to max that out because not only do Attack Shinobis, when you're fighting the opposite element or opposite type, you get the 50% extra chakra, but you also get these attack bonuses, which are massive, right? We did T next because our T units, of course, are the support units, which will stun and you do increase attack up. Plus, if we decide to fight Hadan ever, that's going to be our next goal. And then lastly, what we did here is we set up tribes just to test the tribes out, okay? So I just want to make sure you guys are aware we weren't doing it originally because we thought tribes were better. We just did it because we wanted to test to see if tribes actually was more beneficial versus co-op, and we ended up finding out that co-op was still the better choice. So stick to co-op, guys. We've done a lot of testing, and we know it'll be up to satisfactory to you guys to continue using that. It'll be the best option for you to go with in terms of damage. Now, I just want to point out what I did here for my team, okay? So I set up this team originally, and I put Deidara here, and a lot of people were wondering why him, because he gives you the 20.8% crit damage. This team is a full crit team, so they do a lot more damage with the A buff. Now, I'm going to actually switch this around. We're going to do a little bit of a difference here. We're going to actually switch this to the following team, and we're going to try to do 3 co-ops this time, okay? So we're going to go, here, let's do Naruto. Actually, no, you know what? We're going to do Boruto there. We're going to go ahead and do Heavy, and we're going to do Kakashi. And then we're going to set up the other team here to be Haku first, Boruto next. Actually, you know what? No, let's do it this way. And then we'll keep Naruto there. And then we're going to do CM2, B. Actually, we're going to take B out, and we're going to put Itachi in, or Jiraiya in, so we can do a third co-op, okay? So we're going to try this out. I did this yesterday, and 66% was about where the damage stood. It didn't get any better or worse, but we're going to give this a go, and we're going to see how this ends up working out for the first round. So let's give it a second here, guys, before we start this battle. And I just want to make sure that all the ISC folks on Discord are good to go, and then we're going to go ahead and start. So give me a sec here. Let's see here. One sec. Just want to make sure here real quick, guys. Everybody can hear me, right? Everyone can see the video? Yeah, I might do, oh yeah, sorry, I have Deidara there still, eh? One sec here. I want to take this out, actually. Actually, what I wanted to do was have Heavy here. Heavy's already there. Where is it? Boruto here. Confirm that. I don't want Kirin in this group right now, only for one reason, actually. Here's what I'm going to do. One sec here. I'm actually going to put in Kiba. Kiba was my other option. I want to try Kiba out only because of his instant jutsu, guys. I think he's actually very valid in these kind of fights. So I have him pretty low. I'm going to just test Kiba out, but I will put Kirin in afterwards. Okay, so I will definitely put in Kieran after, because Kieran was part of my group originally for his damage reduction down. But I will definitely try this out first. Okay, so let's go ahead, guys, and start off with this fight and see where we end up here. Okay, so we're gonna do co-op, jitsu, jitsu, co-op, jitsu, jitsu, co-op. Okay, so you're gonna see 3 co-ops in a row. Let's just see how much damage we can pull off. So let's just pray to God that auto's not on, because sometimes I gotta spam it just to turn it off. Let's see. And I hope the rest of you guys are working on your units. Like, this is now the biggest event that this game has, guys. So everybody should be focusing on getting their prime A units up. First and foremost, A units are going to carry you the most. Get your T units up next. D units, I'm not sure if it's required yet. We may be able to just use A units to fight other A units in this. But definitely for now, get your A units maxed out as much as possible. So I'm going to change the speed here, guys, for you. So we're going to start off with the co-op, okay? Let's just hope we get actual crits, because there's events where I've had no crits happen at all, and it's still like 61% or 0.61%. But crits is the main thing. It's always so crit damage is huge, and that's why Deidara is such a big part. He does no damage himself on my team, but he makes everybody else hit 20% harder on their crit damage. So let's see if it's a big difference without him. And the reason why I don't have Kieran in my group, guys, also is because Haku actually ends up doing a ton of damage rate reduction down for T units, so you're actually doubling the buff. I mean, Kieran does give attack and DIR, but honestly, in this case, I'd rather have the crit damage, okay? So we saw 3 crits in a row there. Let's see here now if we can pull off a little more damage from these guys. Okay, Haku doing his skill 2. Guys, get Haku's skill 2 on his Vitality 3 to max. You need that extra 20%. That was my mistake. I should have put Haku first. I screwed that up. So that's actually going to cause this to hit a lot less than it should have. That probably would have hit way more if I actually did it the other way. So that's a mistake right there on my part, guys. Yeah, I had Deidara on my team last time. So bear with me here. Yeah, that was my fault, guys. So always put Haku first in your team, guys, for that extra attack buff. Like, that is essential to this team because it raises it by 20-something%, I think, for attack. And that affects all standard attacks and affects all of the specials that you have. Now, the biggest problem with Deidara fighting him specifically is not the damage he does, but he can mess up your rotation by stunning you, right? So the biggest thing you want to hopefully have is no stun happen. If it does, it's usually a reset. I'm not going to reset because I'm going live right now with you guys. Because if I reset, it just breaks the live feed. So hopefully we won't have to see that happen. Okay, so this is going to be another co-op now. So you're going to see a little bit of damage come out here. So let's put another one through. Do I do co-op here? Let's see here. Yeah, this will probably give me the most amount of damage. So let's just do a co-op again. We have to do 3. In order to do 3, you have to do force every single time, guys, if you're using Jiraiya. You don't need to use Jiraiya. You can do 2 co-ops, and damage is still fairly good. But if you have a pretty maxed out Jiraiya like I do, he's worth having on there. He doesn't do as much damage as another A unit will, obviously, because of the type difference. That was no crit there. See, that sucked. And that's another problem. With Deidara on your team, you're guaranteed a crit almost every time. Come on, Kakashi, stun here. Okay, so if I get stunned, this is going to screw up rotation bad. Let's hope I don't get stunned, guys. Wish me luck here. Okay, good. Okay, so this is actually a decent run. This is not bad. I'll for sure not get stunned now, so that's a bonus. So yeah, again, so the key elements here, guys, all A units with 1 extra tribe to get the Force tribe to go 3 times. Haku is 100% essential for his S2, get his S2 maxed out. And you want to have instant Jitsu as much as possible. So Kiba, obviously Kakashi are key. And then you can have, if you don't have Haku, you can put Kirin in for the damage rate reduction. Or if you do have Haku in, don't put him in. You can put in Deidara for extra damage, right? So let's just hope there's no stun here again. And if there is a stun, we might have a lot of damage loss. At least we'll get another co-op in, but it'll only be, I mean, depends who he stuns or if he stuns anybody. Let's just pray there's no stun here. Because that stun really screws things up. Okay, good. Okay, we're good. Alright, guys, we'll stop after this fight. We're going to go check in with the rest of the Alliance and see where we're at with numbers. You're going to see some pretty heavy hitters, not just myself. Like Hito did 0.69%. I think he had the most yesterday, actually, with a pretty odd team. I hit Conqueror on his team. He had a few others, and they're not even maxed out. AJ for days, shout out to those two guys. He did great numbers. I think even Tachi did great numbers. So we'll take a look and see how the rest of ISC is doing after this. Yeah, still not a crit. See, and that's again another reason to have Deidara in is the crit damage plus the crit rate up that he offers. Everybody ends up critting for 2 turns. So that's not bad. Let's see what we get here percentage-wise. It's a pretty decent run. So 0.75%. So not bad. I mean, like that's pretty damn good. All right, so that's the first run. I think we can do more, guys. Obviously, you guys can see here some of the numbers. MRM did 15 million. So let's just take a quick. I'm just going to take a quick snapshot of this right there. There we go. All right. So see here, you get the weapon frags, you get the elixir, the promotional elixirs. Remember, guys, my newest video that I said how to get ready for the next level cap. Hold on to all of this. Sell your frogs, obviously, but hold on to the rest. Okay, so we're gonna try that again. We got super lucky there with not getting stunned once, but the fact that he didn't stun me once, and I only got off 1 stun is pretty bad as well too. So let's take a look, guys. Let's see, has anybody else done any fights? So far 0.75. Oh, there you go. Oh, to Itachi. Interesting. Someone else fought Itachi. Naruto fought Itachi for some reason. Okay, not who we're supposed to be fighting, but hey, it is what it is. Let's see here, 0.58. I think that's it so far. Yep, that's it so far. Okay, so we'll see some of the other numbers roll in here. Darren, in terms of your question about my speed, go watch my speed video. It's on my page. You know my pages. It's on there. Hey Rob, how's it going? Yeah, sorry guys. Hey Smart. Yeah, so let's hold on. I just want to see what else people are doing here. 1 sec. Let me just. We'll try the same team again, guys. See if we can beat the 0.75. Okay. You know I'm gonna just send you guys always to my videos. That's always been my thing. That's why I make them. All right, so 0.62, as you can see here, Hito did that. He did a little more yesterday, I think, but that's okay. That's still a really good number. So let's go back and try this again, guys. We're going to jump into round 2. And remember, so the big thing is if you're new to this, your voting only determines how much tribe gauge you get, right, from the start. So first place gets 100%, second place gets 80%, third place gets 50%, I believe, yeah, 50%, and then fourth and onwards do not get any tribe gauge, but it doesn't mean you have to attack specifically 1, 2, and 3. It's beneficial to you, obviously, to do so because you'll get more damage out of it, but definitely not a necessity, guys. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to swap this out, and I'm going to actually put in another stunner. Let's try this out. Now, as you can see, Naruto has got about 10k more than B does. The reason why I want to put B in here is, number 1, he stuns. Number 2, he actually stacks attack. He's not the greatest stats in terms of what he offers as a UR, but I built him up enough where I think he may be somewhat good. So we'll see how he does. That's the only swap, and I'm going to put Haku first here this time, guys, because you want him to make sure he does his skill too. Hey, gaming. No worries, man. No worries at all. Let's see here. Let's see how this works. Yeah, I could put Itachi there for sure. That's probably a good idea. Okay, well let's swap that up and see how that works. All right. So we'll do. So what do we have here? We have Haku here. Let's see if that difference makes a huge leap for the damage. Let's put Kiba here. Kiba. Where are you? There he is. And then Dryas stays as is. CM2B. Okay, let's give that a try. All right, let's see how this goes, guys. Hopefully we get some good damage in here. And I'm, again, praying. The biggest thing for me, guys, honestly, is not to get stunned by him. Like, if you get stunned by this guy, you got to reset. And reset is optional, right? Remember, so you can do that. It's not like you have to continue the fight. You literally just turn off the game, turn it back on. I actually might end up doing that, to be honest, just so we don't screw up our runs. So if I do reset, guys, I'll let you know. Stay tuned. I'll come right back on. It won't take long. Let's do this real quick and see if we get some stuns out of it here. Or not stuns, sorry, if we get some crits. Now, the only problem I have now is my third team, my energy team, that's Ethan's comment, to put those guys above. Yes, I get more damage out of it, probably, right now. The biggest issue I'm going to have now, though, is the fact that I don't have a stun in my energy cell. So now if he does end up stunning me, I can't stun him back there. So that's I try to put one stun in each group usually. But we'll see what happens here. Let's hopefully I stun him here and I get away with it. Okay, so B also, guys, if you're going to use B, max is, especially against T units, max is skill 2, so vitality 3, max it to 20, because he does, I think it's like 20 or something more percent to T units. So he's ideal when you fight T units for sure, because he does do more damage to skill 2. Okay, so no stun there, this is going to be a problem. Itachi not critting, honestly, is the worst thing. Alright, here we go. It could be a bad. If it's a bad thing, guys, stay tuned. I will reset. I will restart, and we will try again. Okay. There you go. Okay. Sorry, guys. This is definitely going to be a reset. I will be right back. Stay tuned. Just give me 2 seconds. All right. I'm good, Karma. Thanks, bro. Hey, guys. Thanks for joining. Just give me a few seconds. I'm going to jump right back in. Just resetting. If you get stunned, guys, honestly, reset. And yes, I am playing on a different emulator. I'm not using the browser because of the coin transfers between the two, the browser versus the mobile game. If you guys were wondering. Yeah. Well, let's see what happens, guys. I'm hoping not to get stunned this time. And this is the thing. I don't know what's going on with this game, but this specific alliance team battle, and this is kind of a big problem with tribes in general, is Bandai doesn't give you any stats of the villains except for their power. But it looks like every single unit that you're fighting now also has some sort of status effect resistance, because I'm not stunning at all lately. I've been missing almost every stun. So I don't know what's going on. It's rare for that to happen because you've got Hebi, you've got Kakashi, you've got those guys who are stunning more, plus CM2 stuns at 40-something%, but I'm missing like most of the time. So I don't know what's going on, but Food Wars, that's a good anime. I don't blame you, man. Don't worry, that takes priority. All right, let's see what we do here. All right, we're gonna keep the same team again. Let's give this another go. Now I'm curious to see what other of the top players are doing right now. I know like Joel, for example, and Blue, and Arms, and all these other folks, and AJ. I think they're doing about like 70%, 60-something%. So we're all about the same average. I think 0.75 is the highest I've ever done personally. So I'm curious to see if any other player has beaten that yet. I'm actually even more curious, to be honest, not from our end, but how Japan is doing, because they're pretty hardcore about this game, and I'm wondering if the other side of the world is actually doing better than us. And they could be. Honestly, we usually end up beating events just as much as they do nowadays. But they have a different take on a lot of the characters and how everything should be structured. So we'll be kind of curious to see. So if anybody does have... oh, yeah? Did they, Sam? That's awesome. Maybe... my thoughts on how long it'll occur, I think it's going to be every 2 weeks, to be honest. I don't think with the prizes that they give out that it's going to be every week. It's just way too good. Because you'll get 7 stars way too quickly that way. So I'm almost pretty positive we're going to see this every 2 weeks. If not even every month. And quite honestly, if it's every month, I'm okay with it because this is still an amazing event. The prizes are incredible. So who knows, right? The biggest issue I have with this, and we're going to discuss this tomorrow in the live event, guys, the collaboration we're doing tomorrow at 8:30 p.m., the biggest issue I have is the time frame, right? The fact that they leave it for a 2-hour window when the entire... And I guess this is the problem, right? This game is supposed to be out only in Canada, America, and Japan, but people are playing on VPN, and they don't take that into account, right? Because officially, the game is really not supposed to be out. So it does kind of screw over the people who are playing overseas and across the world on VPN, but the game isn't meant to be out there, so they're not even thinking twice about, not caring about that. So that's kind of the problem there. Yeah, every week is 2 OP. Every 2 weeks I think is good. Plus, I think it'll allow people to just kind of settle in, and I think if you do too much of this, it'll also take away its effects of how good it is, right? It's just it becomes a chore. The last thing you want to do is make a game a chore to your player base. Because I mean, already having to come here and dedicate 2 hours of my life and being here during my work phase, especially, it's hard. Like I got a family to go back to and stuff. But I mean, I'm trying to help my alliance stay first, and we got to represent the game. Plus, we want these rewards. They're incredible rewards. So every 2 weeks, I'm totally down for. Every week, just way too much. All right, so back to this, guys. So far, the crits haven't been very good. Well, there we go. That's a better crit. I'm hoping to stun him, not this round, but with the one with B. I mean, I'll take it. It is what it is. So it looks like we're going to probably down Deidara tomorrow, not today. And then we're going to take our chances with Pain, I believe, was the next option. Itachi. So we're going to see how we do against Itachi. Now, I'm assuming fighting Itachi is going to be way harder than fighting Pain in terms of damage, because Itachi will probably start one-shotting a lot of our people. And that's kind of another reason why you want to use B units against him, because your D units will actually be able to survive some of the hits that you take from him, right? Where your A units and your T units are just going to most likely get one shot, especially T units. So definitely don't use T units against Itachi. But we're going to test it out. We're going to let you guys know. I'll probably make a video on it and let you know how the fight went, so you guys get an idea. I think right now for Deidara, I don't need a video because most people are fighting him, and it's pretty straightforward. You just use your top A units and you go from there. Please no stun. We can actually finish this fight properly without a stun would be fantastic. Yes, okay, good. Okay, so this is good. I think this one, guys, is going to be lower than my last one. And that's why I'm going to switch it back to CM2 and the other guys there. I think. I could be wrong. Maybe this will be better. But I think so far, the other one looks like it was better for damage. The resilient unit link lowers chance of stuns. No, so the status effect... I mean, yeah, you might be right. That maybe it is what it is, WTH. So you could be right. I'm not 100% sure what that one does. I wish they had more explanations. Next banner, it's going to have to be villains. So I think it's going to be... What's his name? Obito and somebody else, but I don't know exactly. Like, it's really hard to tell nowadays with what they're doing. They kind of went off the rails with Mama Sakura, yeah. So see, I mean, it's the same result at the end of the day. Realistically, like there wasn't really much of a difference there. Yeah. So I think the problem here was two things. Number one, Haku didn't get any of his skill 2 up. Another issue I'm having here, I'm noticing, and maybe this is a better idea for me to swap this, is that Boruto here can't do his skill 2. And if you don't know what a skill 2 does, it increases power, it increases attack for that whole cell for the rest of the battle. But because he's constantly doing his jutsu, he's not getting that skill off at all. So I'm going to try to do a little swap here. Let's see if removing Boruto and putting in Itachi is going to make a difference. I still want to keep... Yeah, let's try that out. Let's put in Itachi. I'm going to put Boruto first here because I want him to pull off his skill 2. I want these guys to have that extra attack power. Okay. I mean, Kiba's doing about 1 million right now, right? So I'm going to actually do a swap. I know he's... Can Naruto do that same kind of damage with just one jutsu? This is going to be debatable. You know what? I'm going to try it for the sake of trying it, just to see how it goes. But yeah, let's just try it. This might be a bad idea. That extra jutsu is pretty big. No, I'm not going to add him. So the reason why I can't put Kirin is because Kirin... So Haku overrides Kirin's debuff, right? So Ethan, you can't put both of them together. Because if you do, only one of the damage rate reductions work, not both. So I'm really not doing anything there. And Kirin is an AoE character, so he doesn't hit as hard as the A units, plus he's the same type. So having Kirin there is only going to give me an attack buff and a DIR buff, but I'm losing so much from having a T unit in there. I already have Jiraiya, right? So like, it's really not helping me in any way. The biggest thing actually though, you know what I just thought about? Yeah, I'm going to put CM2 up here. CM2 is actually going to buff with his attack, Hebi and Kakashi. Actually, I'm going to see a lot bigger numbers with CM2 up there. So that's actually a better layout there. So let me try this. Okay, let's just, I'm gonna go with this. Let's just see how it goes. And if it doesn't go well, guys, we can always reset. But I feel like this might be the best comp here. No, no. So his LB2 does DIR down as well. Don't forget that, right? You can see here he'll have DIR. Look at his trait right now. You'll see Deidara's trait here. You'll see DIR down instantly. Watch the defense and DIR. See, or DRR. Sorry. So if you looked at that, he did it. So Haku's LB2 actually offers it on T units only. So that's why you don't need Kirin in this. So that's why Haku's so important. Like a lot of guys are sleeping on Haku, but he gives you defense down and DRR down on all T units. So don't bring Kirin in the same fight because you're not complementing each other at all. Kirin's gonna give you the attack and DIR, but that's about it. But because we have CM2 in here, CM2 is gonna offer you the attack buff on these two. So we're gonna see that damage go up probably. Yeah, sorry, I like sleep and eat these characters all day, so like LB2s and all that stuff is all in my head. Let's just see how we do here for damage. Now, he's not going to do as much as Boruto in terms of his Jitsu, because he doesn't crit as much, but the fact that he's giving more attack to these two guys might be worth it. No, so it's about the same damage. Oh, he didn't even crit there. That's brutal. Okay. So I might actually reset here if Boruto. Okay, Boruto got his attack. That's a good sign. I was gonna reset if he didn't. So this will at least give me that extra boost to Itachi and B now. Yeah, Giovanni. I wouldn't say right behind. You guys are a little off, but yes, you guys are doing. Honestly, you guys are doing fantastic in comparison to a lot of other alliances. So, yeah. So Sokka, I just used him twice already. We're just testing something out. I'm testing to see if CM2's trait for attack is better than Boruto's Jitsu, and right now it doesn't look like it is. So I'm gonna probably reset here. So I'm going to put CM2 back in Spirit for his attack on the other two guys. Plus I got stunned. Okay, so guys, we're resetting. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. That alone is a reset in itself. Okay, so we're going to maximize damage here. So the number to beat here is 0.75. That is 19 million damage, okay? Sorry, guys. I know the resetting is so stupid. I wish there was just an option to just reset the game within the game without having to close the app every time. That's one of the simplest things any game should have. But yeah, I mean, Bandai decides not to do it. Okay, so let's give this a go. So the reason why I'm not gonna add Deidara in here, guys, is because I'm finding that the damage with them. So Deidara would have been great if our A type tool wasn't maxed out, but because it's maxed out, I don't really need him there. I'd rather have the extra co-op. That's the 1.5% extra damage. I'd rather have that personally. So we're going to keep that and we're going to see if we can pull off a couple more crits. Yes, crits are the most important element in this game. That will never change for damage, guys. But yeah, I mean, like let's just see what we can do here. If we can pull off some more crits with some luck, we can probably see some bigger numbers. All right, so let's go edit this again. We're going to put Boruto back on top and CM2 back in the bottom. And let's do this swap and see how this goes. All right. How did Naruto do? I don't think Naruto did as well as... No, actually, that's not true. Naruto would have done better than Kiba. Yeah, we're going to keep Naruto in. I think his Jitsu that he pulls off in energy once is going to be better than Kiba's. And I think his basic attack is just way stronger. Like, we're talking about probably double the attack power. So we're going to see if we can do a little bit more here. Okay, so let's give this a go again. So as you can see, we did actually upgrade. I don't know if you saw it. We did upgrade status effect as well. I think it gives you like 2.53% extra status effect. So the stuns should be happening more often. But for some odd reason, it is not. So let's see what's happening here. Okay, just pray for all crits, guys. If we get all crits, we may hit 1%. And if that happens, that's like... That to me is like beating an FG master level. I'll take that, but we'll see if that happens. And shout out to the rest of ISC. I'm seeing his HP go down so fast, so that's amazing. So everyone else is doing pretty well. Okay, so that was the same damage as CM2 there. That was more damage than originally. I don't know why that even happens. Like, you'd imagine... Oh, Kakashi not critting is the worst. Okay. Okay. And here's the problem, right? Like, stunning him first round sucks because CM2 stun now can't happen. B can happen because it's a different status effect, but you can't stack the same status effect if it's a stun or a paralyze or a shadow stitch. So if B was able to do this, it would have been great. Then I'd keep the stun lock the whole time. But CM2's just doesn't happen now. There we go, 947. Okay, I mean, I got all crits there. That kind of makes up for a little bit of Kakashi's lackluster performance. I need Haku here to do his... There we go. Okay, so if I don't get stunned, guys, you're going to see some pretty big numbers the next round, especially with the co-op. So let's not get stunned. Like almost 5 million by Naruto's regular attack. Come on, like that's crazy. Okay, come on. Please don't stun. If he gets a stun off here, we got to reset. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, perfect. Let's watch this. This is going to be some pretty huge numbers, all right? If everybody crits here, this is going to be probably my best one yet. All right, let's do this, guys. Come on. Boruto, do your thing, bro. Nice. 1.4 mil, or that's 144 mil, isn't it? There you go. Perfect. That's what you want to see. Nice. Okay. Amazing. That's perfect. That's what you want to see. Now, here's the thing. This is the biggest deal. If B stuns, I have nothing to worry about anymore. So let's go. Let's get a B stun here. Now, Itachi's going to do a lot more damage to a T unit with his skill 2. So you want that to happen. There you go. That's a lot of damage. 584,000. Come on, stun. No stun. Okay. So here, we're back at it again, guys. So this is the thing. If I get stunned again, this screws up my entire perfect run. This to me is so far perfect run minus that Kakashi. All right, let's go. Let's get some crits in here, guys. And no stun by Deidara. It's only 15% for God's sakes. Like we shouldn't be stunned. Oh, man, no crit by Haku. That's so bad. Come on, Naruto, get your stun in, or get your crit. No crit. Oh man, it's a few million right there gone. That's brutal. Okay, no stun. Okay, good. No stun at least. All right, guys. This is the last one. Let's pull it off here. Let's get some big crits in, and let's hope we get more than 0.75%. That's the number right now to beat. Now, if you guys are watching this, please feel free to mimic the team. It's all for you guys. It's for the community. You guys might not have as powerful teams. That's fine. The characters themselves fit perfectly where they are. Perfect crit. This guy should crit 100%. I'm not even worried about it. And then Kakashi crit should be 100% as well. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, okay. There you go. All right, guys. Well, those are big numbers. I mean, let's see what we get here. Can we beat the first one? Lower than the second one. Are you kidding me? That's the problem. You don't get those crits, man. Honestly, all it took was Haku, Jiraiya, and Naruto not critting. That's all it took for these numbers just to stagger. I mean, that would have been triple the amount of damage that they each did. You would have seen easily 200, what is that, 200 million? No, 20 million, sorry. 20 million there. So, I mean, still not bad. We pulled off a pretty good amount here. So let's go back and take a look, guys. I don't know if that was my last attempt. I think it was. And if it is, we're going to go back and take a look and see how the rest of ISC did and where we're at in terms of numbers. Now, we've got another hour and a half left. Yeah, so that was all my turns. All right, so let's take a look, guys. I mean, he's more than half dead already, right? So, all right, so AJ, shout out to AJ, to 0.6. That's great. Let's go from the beginning. Luck to 0.65. That's right. Luck is huge. Good job, Luck. That's amazing to see. 0.72. AJ, you're fired. Nothing below 0.6 for you. Hito, 0.6. Peanut, suck my D, to 0.59. That's right. I got to say it live, unfortunately. Moxie, 0.5. That's fantastic. Giant 0.26. What else we got? 0.6 for AJ. So as you can see here, guys, ISC is pulling on an average 0.5 again by Moxley here. That's RGM, by the way, if you guys don't know who that is. Vondo 0.4. So on average, I mean, we're probably doing about 0.5 if you take everyone's averages together. So that's what we're at now. Again, Narcic, I don't know what you're fighting Itachi for. There's that. Yeah, so it looks like 0.62 are... Sorry, the big hitters do 0.7 plus to 0.6. Seems to be the average for the big hitters in ISC. And then anyone below that is considered let's say 0.59 to about 0.4 are the medium hitters. And then you've got the people who will probably have 2P most likely and doing still really well are 0.39 and below, right? And again, everything contributes, man. All of these numbers contribute. They all make up a lot of damage. So as you can see here, that's kind of where we're at now. We got a new message, 0.07. Okay, so as you can see, he's below half. We'll probably get him close to a quarter here, and then we're going to finish him off today. And then tomorrow, you're most likely going to see us fight either Itachi or Pain. I fought Pain the first day. This is not me, by the way. This is an effort here from all of us. So we chipped very little off of him. But now with the links all gone, let's see, if you take away Deidara's links, you lose attack, and, oh yeah, this is a huge, oh, there you go, yeah, status effect suppression rate, that's right, that's what's causing it. It's a 10% extra. So one of these have to go for them to be stunned more often. So yes, whoever called that was great. Yo, what's up, man? What's going on, Virtus? And hey, Kale. So yeah, how does Naruto do 5 million without Jitsu? It's just having a status effect maxed out for A units, having a crit, and having the proper team set up. Yeah, no problem, Rob. I'm glad I was able to do a live event in your country, so that's actually really cool. So anyways, guys, that's all I could do for today. So now you know where ISC's at. I will definitely post the final numbers for ISC today on the main Discord. So if you're curious to see where we're at in terms of our total points, you can go ahead and take a look there. But I think at the moment we are at, what is that, 1 million? Yeah, we're at 1,004,904. And if you want to see the difference between us and second place, right there. Now, second place, though, Uzumaki, shout out to you guys. You guys are doing great. They haven't gone yet. They're actually a late team, so they're going to go next tonight. So I think the trend has been about 300K below. So they're doing a really good job. But this seems to be the trend for all servers. First place is about 300K higher than second place. Second place is about 300K higher than third place. And it just goes down from there. So if you guys are looking for a top alliance to join, my recommendation to you, number one, is get your units up, use your chat, find their Discord, get up there, and start going for these prizes, because nothing else in this game is going to give you 30 UR frags, 1,000 Shino coins, and 5 Awakening Orbs in 1 week. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's been fun doing this live. I remember, guys, tomorrow we're doing the live collab with all the bigger players. We're going to have some of the returning players from last time. We're going to have some new players from new servers, and we're going to be talking about a lot of different things that we talked about originally, and we're going to follow up on some of the stuff we predicted, and then even bring up more topics. Yeah, I hear it's war in S17, actually. I hear you guys are really close, actually. T-Shop and Konoha, I believe, are really close. And speaking of which, on S17 we have Mr. Auditor, I believe. Yeah, that's his real job, actually, I think, as well. Anyway, so he's joining us for the live collab to represent S17, and he's representing Konoha, of course. So we are missing a few servers. There's 13, 14, 15, 16. 15 we're good. 13, 14, and 16, I think, that we're missing people to represent, and a few other servers. So if you guys are watching this and you want to be part of the live chat tomorrow, hit me on my Discord. I can get you into my server. We're having a mock practice run tomorrow just to kind of get everyone's toes wet. And then what server is the strongest? Server 1 for sure. That's not even a question. It's our server. We're the first server. I mean, we came out with other servers, but being the top player in terms of power, and then we have a lot of the other top players in our server, plus we've got the fastest server, and we are now leading in terms of performance here. And the thing is, we only have 32 members attacking out of 45, so we don't have full force even in play. So I think that's the problem here with the 2-hour window, right? You don't have everybody joining. But yeah, guys, so this is a fun run. When we fight Itachi, I may do this again. If you guys are interested, I'll show you my team, show you how we do performance-wise, and you guys can see where we're at. But I will be posting this on my channel, of course, this video as well as the updated videos for any other fights that we do. This seems to be the big event going on right now, so this is going to do a lot of coverage. Tomorrow's huge collaboration, of course, and then we're going to be doing summons on the new banner when it's out, and we'll be discussing the new characters. I most likely will not be doing a showcase for the new Mama Sakura. She is really bad. I don't want to use my resources because I'm waiting for the resources to be used for the level cap, which I believe is going to be coming with the new banner. So in a week's time, guys, you're most likely going to see a brand new level cap, brand new TOE, and other content coming through with like elite missions and stuff. So don't go spending your resources just for this. If you're really far behind in terms of your alliance, save those resources for the next upcoming update and use it then when you can do more. For now, hold off, save your resources, and wait for the new level cap because you're going to need a lot of it. If you haven't seen it, my new video this morning covers all that, so go check that out as well too. Okay, well, this is it, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for joining, and we will talk soon. I'll talk to you guys in Discord, and if not, I'll talk to you guys on my channel eventually. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks again for joining.